Hey, my name's Rip Van Winkle. Just catching up on everything I missed. I'm literally the Rip Van Winkle. I'm not making a joke. I'm the OG. It's been like centuries. So as Rip Van Winkle, you know, I'm catching up on I'm caught up on Baldur's Gate, and I'm up to the new one. So I figured that out. I haven't figured out how running water works or like anything like that. But Baldur's Gate, I'm pretty good at it now. I can actually go through no death run of Baldur's Gate, if you can believe it. I'm spending most of my time just getting good at that game. But side note, never played Baldur's Gate, never played any of them. So if I'm just talking about something and I don't know what I'm talking about, why am I talking about it? That's the question the human race needs to ask itself. It needs to look in the mirror and it needs to say, Jesus Christ, we fucked up. And then Jesus Christ will appear and he will say, absolutely you did, you fucking idiot, you beefed it. And then he leaves and we all say like, we're all like, hey, aren't you gonna like save us or whatever? He's like, no, I'm just the messenger. I'm basically just sending messages to people. They got me doing shit up here. You would think like all the nepotism of like being the son of God, you think that would get you something? No. I'm just telling you guys that you fucked up. That's what I do now. Peace. Really, though, like for real, like actually do the peace. When I say peace, it fucking means something, man. I'm JC himself. So it's giving youth pastor currently. And if you like this, check out, Ned Flanders. He's a guy on The Simpsons. If you've never heard of God, figure it out through Ned Flanders. I'm sure there's an answer in there somewhere. Look, we're all bored. There's nothing going on in the world. Let's be more litigious. Let's get some, civil court cases going. Let's get in the civil court case mix. I see you because I stepped on a walnut. Well, who put the walnut there? Maybe you did. You can't disprove it. You can make that case against anyone in your life, so you can keep trying this. This is a classic legal scheme, which couldn't even be thought of by the likes of Saul Goodman himself. Trip and fall on a walnut, then accuse someone nearby of having put the walnut there. Statistics tell us that in half of the 100 times I've done this, it's worked perfectly. And I get about $100 each time. Like, if my stream was like a house, it would just be full of people like sleeping on pieces of cardboard. There's nothing in the house. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing to work with here. I got nothing. I'm not looking at the internet. I'm not looking at my phone. So a cool new feature in my life is that there's constantly work being done on the gas lines outside of the apartment, and there's always something happening. You also can't park anywhere, and you can't drive anywhere. So all the things you do in a city, you somehow also can't do them. You can't drive because there's too many cars. There's too many cars on the way. This is the problem with driving. It'd be fine if there were no other cars. But why does everybody else have to do it too? I'm trying to do it. I'll give you the windows and the locations of where I am, so don't be there. That's right, I will give you minute by minute updates. I will give you access to my real-time location. I'm not worried about doing that. You can't hear it, but it sounds like the mental picture I'm getting from what I'm hearing is that there's a giant drill. It's drilling into the street, and out of the hole that's being drilled are like ghosts that are shrieking and wailing. I'm just reporting what I'm seeing. Like, I'm being objective. Like, that's the only way I can think of to describe it. There's like drilling noises and ghost noises, and it's like a whole new genre. Pitchfork would love that kind of thing. It's like a twist on like old like Halloween tapes you would have as a kid that had Halloween sound effects, and we would do a little haunted house. Play like a squeaky door, or like a witch cackle or wind. Just every now and then there'd be a guy that says, boo, like exactly like that. You'd be like, who's that man? My guess is going to be that it's been going for about 20 minutes. And it has, in fact, been going for 23 minutes. So, almost there on the dot, but not actually at all. That's my sports commentator voice, the color commentator. Hey, what is this, World War II? What's he doing out there in the bunker? Hey, what is it, Dresden? Hey, you're gonna be fine. How about let's play some golf? I've never played real golf. I've played a lot of golf video games. And I'm not excellent. I'm not great at them. But I like the idea of being good at it. There's a lot of sports I like the idea of being good at it. It's like, that would be cool if I was good at it, but I don't have time to do that. I gotta do this. I have to be doing this. This is sports. This is sports. Hey, this is sports, man. That's my new catchphrase for like when something is cool. I'm like, that's so sports, bro. Bro, this is literally sports. We need new words. We need new phrases. We also need we need new types of clouds also. Side note. Yeah, I've looked at clouds from both sides now. We gotta... You've seen one, you've seen them all. So bring on some different types of clouds. Invent new clouds. You know what I mean? What's the newest type of cloud? It's asparagus formations. The newest cloud type, asparagus formations, are rare and resemble rippling ocean waves in the sky. When did they spot these motherfuckers? How did we miss them this whole time? The addition of this, it was first proposed by the Cloud Appreciation Society in 2008. At the WMO's 17th Congress in 2015, the classification was accepted, making asparagus the first new cloud type in over 50 years since Cirrus and Tortoise in 1951. We're still fucking killing it. We're still finding new clouds. A new cloud just dropped. Well, not really. That would just be fog. You know? Alright. Wow, that is so bright. That is so bright. It's definitely not making me... It's not making me mad. It's making me pissed. Once a girl said that to me, she said, like, she was mad at me, and she was like, I'm not mad. I'm just pissed off. And I was like, that's the same thing. I'm not mad, I'm just pissed off. She was mad at me a lot of the time, anyway. But nobody cares, because I'm here to talk to you about boogers and the human body. Boogers come out of the human body. Actually, no, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about I was so excited for that feature, but you know what? I think I just remembered I gotta do time check. And tonight's time check, it's brought to you by Motorola. They called me, they said, hey, can we sponsor time check? And I said, sure. What do you do? What are you, like do you make tents or something for camping? What do you do? And I said all this before they could even reply. I listed off like 10 things they could be, because I'd never heard of Motorola. And I said, do you make like blanket? Hold on. Do you make do you make DVDs? Do you make sewing machines? And they said, we make phones. And I said, okay. I just want to issue a special note before time check. I just want to tell you that if you've heard the recent news about our previous time check host, who, if you'll recall, probably the most memorable thing about him is that he refused to identify himself at any time. We went out to lunch a couple of times, and he wore a bag over his head and used a voice disguiser. And I said, what are you doing? I know what you look and sound like. You do the time check on my show. And he said, oh yeah, I forgot. He was like a fucking idiot. I don't even understand what his motivations are. He's literally insane. And the proof of this now is in print, as you may have seen. He's now been charged on hundreds of counts of ivory poaching. This guy is fucking out of control. I don't know anything about him. But he's good at reading the time, and he understands time. I saw that in him. I said, you would be an excellent host for what will become a cultural linchpin in the future. Time check. It's going to take the world by storm. And it's happening. Time check fever. It's hitting fever pitch. And it's time for time check. It's time for time check. If you've heard the news, so his name is now out there, unfortunately, and now I see why he didn't want to be identified. It doesn't have to do with his criminal background, even though that is also lengthy and extensive. But it turns out his legal name is Squelch Von Lipstick. I can't believe I trusted this man with the time. And his first name is Squelch. So when you talk to him, you have to say, "Hey, Squelch, come here." And I'm glad he's gonna rot in prison, because those elephants didn't deserve it. To be killed by a man named Squelch? That's the greatest injustice there ever is. He should go to jail for 10,000 years. So, that's it. That's all I had to say. 10,000 years, long time. And I'm hearing some kind of ticking clock noise. What is that noise? Does anyone else hear that? Oh, okay. Well, you'll never guess who walked in the door. Don't you have a trial to be going to, Squelch? You know what? I'll let Squelch come in and say his piece. You know what? How about that? It's the least I can do. What's up, motherfuckers? It's me, Squelch Von Lipstick. I'm innocent. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the fame from this high-profile case has really made me even more fucking insane than I was before. When I used to be here reading time, it feels like a completely different life, completely different timeline, completely different universe. I think of time completely differently now. It's infinite, and so it doesn't matter what time it is. Here's the basic case that we're going to be making that I've talked to with my lawyer. We've talked it through. And our angle is basically going to be like, elephants aren't cute. Now, I'm completely innocent of taking the tusks of elephants in Africa. But I'll tell you something I'm guilty of, you know? And that's enjoying just another time check. And it's 11:39 p.m. So as you'll notice, it's a higher number than before. Time's always going up. Except in 20 minutes. Well, in 20 minutes it's going to go up one more time. And then after that it's going to go down. The number's going to go down. It's going to go from 12 to 1. Isn't that weird? Isn't it weird that the number changes, but the time doesn't get smaller? The time stays the same size, even though the number gets smaller. So if you have money and you want to give it to me, go. I mean, I can't think of anything that's stopping you, if I'm being honest. Because there's so many... Here's my life philosophy. There's so many money. There's so many money. But many no money. Many no money. But there's so many money. So where all money? And I'm pretty much like, this is kind of my thesis. And it's going to make Noam Chomsky look like dog shit on the sidewalk. I mean, I'm telling you, these are insights that are... they're invaluable. They mean something to 3 people. And they're all just my clones. If you can make a clone of yourself, what would you do with your clone? If you only had 1 hour with your clone. It better not be the wrong answer. It better not be the wrong one. There's only one wrong answer, and it better not be that one. It better involve going to Olive Garden and both, like, not having to fight and peck at each other's food because you're gonna get the same thing. So why would you peck? Why would you steal? Why would you steal? So, and I don't know you, so... You're a virtual person. I'm real. And I smell like something. Don't need to divulge it, but I smell. You don't smell. Because you're not here giving your smells to me. That technology is on its way, I'm told. Wow, well, so much has happened already tonight. Who knows what... I mean, it's unpredictable. Anybody could stop in. Absolutely anything could happen. The only thing that couldn't happen... Infinite typewriters, infinite monkeys... They will never write the works of Shakespeare. We put a lot of money into that. It's hard to know how that's going to affect our taxes when we fill those out. At first I thought I was going to get mobbed by the infinite monkeys, but it turns out it's just the damn old IRS that's going to fuck me. Because you can't just buy monkeys. But we had to start with one monkey, and then we had to manipulate time and space around the monkey to make infinite copies of infinite monkeys. It took forever, and the same thing with the typewriters. It's like, this sucks. This is going to take literally an infinite amount of time to create an infinite amount of space. And it was true, and I wish it wasn't. So, I'm not a good boss. I don't know how to run this show. I don't know how to host the show. I don't even know how to speak. And I just learned how to use a toilet. Today. Like, what if everyone was legally required? Every single human being had to do this, what I'm doing. Wouldn't that be interesting? And if you could access all of it, and it doesn't matter that you can identify, you can access people's private information, and then you know their deal. Don't you want to know people's deal? Like, what's his deal? What's her deal? Why are they acting like that? You never want to know? Well, now you can know. But everybody has to tell secrets. Tell me your secrets. Your secrets are safe with me. So I need to circle back. I'm writing an email to you, by the way. No one can just say, hey, can we talk about this again? I need to circle back on that with you. I don't get that one so much anymore because I'm not involved in the management level as much as I used to be. But every day I was being asked to circle back, and I was saying, circle back, circle back. And I would think of the Ouroboros, and I would think of the snake eating its own tail. And I thought the thematic resonance was too strong, and I thought, I'm not gonna follow up. I'm leaving it open-ended. This is life. This is how life is lived. It's always open-ended. Just like the email threads I'm in. I'm trying to live according to real truths, not some bullshit that society tells you about. Getting back to you by 5. Well, motherfucker, I work until 7. And I expect you to be on the clock 24/7. I expect you to have downloaded an app that sends a shock through your body if you do not reply to a work email within 5 Earth minutes. I don't know why I said Earth minutes. This is a corporate policy. Look, we're not fans of it. Sorry, but you have to be electrocuted slightly. Unless you want to answer the emails. It's your choice. Like, this is the freedom that makes America so great. Like, you can feel the physical pain, or you can just reply, say just like, okay. Especially if it's 3 a.m. Especially if it's 3 a.m. And especially if it's Christmas. And especially if you have small children. Definitely. I'm calling everyone at 3 a.m. on Christmas. And I'm saying you all have to come in. They say, oh, funny joke. And I say, I'm not joking. It's a fucking crisis. I can't even begin to explain to you the depths of the depths of this catastrophe that is unfolding before my eyes. I need all of you here now. Stat. Fuck Santa. He's a social construct. He's not real. So Christmas is fake anyway. So come help. And this literally they come in tired, and they say, "What do you want us to do?" And I say, "We forgot to decorate the Christmas tree." I said, I thought we could be together. And they said, we had all December to be together. And I said, but I'm not tired and I want to decorate the tree. This is based on real events that happened in my mind palace. Well, Sherlock Holmes goes there. Do we have the same mind palace? If it's a palace, you don't need a whole palace to yourself. I don't care if it's the inside of your mind. How much shit are you thinking about? Time for a quick news update. Things that are happening. The price of consumer goods continues to rise. You seen fish these days? They're more expensive. You know what I would think they should do is they should, instead of paying for it in human currency, they should use the new digital fish currency that the fish are using. It's called GlubCoin. GlubCoin, I think it's worth like $100 per GlubCoin. But GlubCoin is actually backed by a neural AI encryption model that is a dynamic platform with multi-threaded passkeys. So it's basically, we don't give fish enough credit. It's kind of amazing they were able to set this up. They skipped all the other evolution. They just got to having their own currency. It's cool. I respect fish, and it just makes you appreciate nature even more that it can do this. Come on, you gotta give it up for GlubCoin. Give it up for something in your life. Don't just sit there. Don't just look at me. So if you have snacks you want to send me, I love a snack. I'm a big snack head. Today I got the Snyder's pretzels out of the work vending machine, a classic. It's just, eating a pretzel is like meeting a grandfather for the first time. I'm gonna let you think about what that means, and I'm gonna think about it too. We'll get back to each other next time, because I'm not sure. But that's the only way I can describe it. It's like meeting a new grandfather. Oh, this is someone's pop-up or something. This old guy, right? The thing is, they remember a time when the old clowns were all they had, and they got by. So I don't want to discover new clowns. I think if there are new clouds, just let them be. We don't need to know everything about clouds. I don't care what the American Cloud Committee or whatever the fuck that was called. I don't care about what those people in Cloud City decided. Well, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. I just have some closing arguments. I know we weren't arguing, but I just wanted to start shit. First of all, I want to say whatever you were wearing today, it didn't fit you it didn't look good. Yeah, I like to do kind of like an airing of grievances after I tell you what you should be doing better, and you tell me what I'm doing well. Because the airing of grievances, it's just a one-way thing.